Good afternoon. It is January 21st, 2026, and today you can see on the daily chart we found some support. Uh, Not sure if we touched this level, 6806, which would be the 100-day moving average. Not sure if we bounced there, but you know, there's clearly some support there, and we did find resistance um, at the 21-day moving average. So I didn't check, but I see that, 3 o'clock, we just opened 8 minutes ago, and there's a little bit of bullish momentum so far. Um, so that's how it looks on the daily chart. I want to point out on the 17,000 tick chart how today looks because it's just it's really, to me right now, we're still in a range. But on the 2700 tick chart, it doesn't very much look that way. So we broke out to the low side, and all this range is drawn from is the measured move down from over the weekend. So you see we hit them, or we pulled back here. So I just drew a box from the top of the gap to the bottom of the move, and then you just drag it down. So yeah, we hit the measured move. I think that was yesterday, and broke out to the low side, pulled back, tested it, and then it looked like we were going lower, but couldn't really break out below the low, at least strongly. Came back. You can see prices went sideways a little bit before testing the near the highs of the range, coming back, testing support, and then rocketing up. And really, this to me was just a broad bull channel right there. We just had a strong breakout after that. So here's how it looks on the 2700 tick chart. So you can see that leg up, correction, sideways, second leg up. Oops. All right. So 5 o'clock comes in, we're bottoming out here. And so we reverse, and I think it would be reasonable to get short up here. We broke higher. It might be a trap. Um, but you can see that just doesn't really go anywhere, and then it reverses. And I would imagine that this strong bull move just slowed down at the measured move, and you can see that's perfect. But then it keeps going. Pull back. I don't really see how you can get in on this one. I guess you could enter on a limit order here at the EMA because this does look like a channel. But when it started hanging out at the top of the channel, I get a little I start to, for whatever reason, I start to anticipate this sideways stuff that leads to a break, and it eventually did, um, but not right away. So this is a range pretty clearly to me, um, but is it big enough? 59. Yeah, that's a 12-point range. So you can buy with limit orders low, you can sell with limit orders high. Um, you get this outside bar. Maybe you buy the close of that, and we get this tight bull channel. To me, this looks like a break and a move to a new high. Then we get a two-legged pullback. So you could argue for taking this one. It is important to keep these levels in mind, though, um, and it's just harder to see on this chart because there's so many bars, and that's why it's might be a little easier to do a higher time frame. I didn't check the 6500 tick chart, how that looked today. But sorry for sorry for going all around. It's I didn't think about how annoying that probably was. Okay, so two-legged pullback. It's actually an inside bar, so you probably don't want to use that as your entry bar. But we do get a move to a new high, and then you get like a two-legged pullback. Boom, this thing takes off. Um, so you could argue for taking this as a very big bull bar, but you might think that this is a buy climax because that's the biggest bar in this whole move. Um, but it turns out to be a strong move up. We pull back, and now we're going sideways, but we're making lower highs. And so, you know, it kind of looks like a reversal. It's got these, dojis, but it keeps making lower highs and lower lows. So could you take this? I'm not sure. Um, yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, if you, maybe you just sell a small position and, it would have paid off. Anyway, we get this breakout spike and channel down. Um, I think this is pretty, it's looking very quickly like this is a channel. So I think it's reasonable to enter on this pullback, maybe on a limit order. Turns out turns out to be a good move as the move down continues. So I think, again, we come close to this trend line. I think you can go short there on a limit order. And then here you're at the trend line, so I think you got to be very careful. You get a breakout and a good follow through bar, but you got to be careful with the overshoots. And I mean, if we draw this, we could have just hit a measured move, which we did. So this is the stuff computers look for. And we make this double bottom, higher low, boom, we get the break. Big bear bar now, and then we just go sideways. And this turns out to be a range. So you got one leg up, one leg back, two leg back, second leg up. And so, I mean, this is not a bad idea to short here, but you don't really know it's a range just yet, so you got to be careful. But look at that. Four strong bear bars, and then it just reverses. You get this doji. That's like a 3-bar reversal. Higher low. I kind of like that one, even though this isn't at the low of the range. Maybe you enter on a limit order here. That's probably what a lot of people and computers did, and it's a good move. Take profits. Boom. You get short on a limit order here or here, but this one not so much because we have this strong bull move up and probably want to wait for it to slow down. But here it's going sideways. It's good area. Now we break out. Breakout's probably gonna fail. I kind of like this one. There's signs of the bull move slowing down. Got a bear body here, reversal there. Plenty of room back to the EMA. You can see there's a little bit of a channel working too. Oh, whoa, whoa. And then we go sideways near the midline, and then we just rock it out. And you just got to hop in here. You just got to get long when you see it exploding like this. Take a small position. And I didn't really see a way to draw this as a channel, so I drew it as like a triangle. You can see it's contracting up here and get some sideways stuff, and then we sell off, bounce off the EMA. Perfect double top here. So what time is this at? This is at 12 noon. If you are looking at, what is this? Yeah, right here. If you're looking at this 17,000 tick chart, to me this looks like a breakout of this range. We just got a double top on that chart, and it looks like, boom, you're at the top of Sunday's opening price, or whatever day that was. I don't I, I don't blame anybody for taking this double top. You get a lower high here, you get the failure right here. I understand why some people would want to go short there. Then you can enter with some limit orders in here if you want along this trend line. And that's pretty much it for today. So, um, oh, here's one last look at it. Anyway, I hope everyone had a good day. I'll be back tomorrow.